In the mid-20th century, two global superpowers, the Soviet Union and the United States, were locked in a race that reached far beyond Earth's borders. It was called the space race, and honestly, it changed human history forever. It all began in 1957 when the Soviet Union shocked the world by launching Sputnik 1, the very first artificial satellite to orbit Earth. This tiny metal sphere, equipped with 4 long antennas, sent out a simple radio signal that could be heard around the globe, capturing the imagination of millions and sparking a new era of exploration. A small, beeping sphere, it marked the dawn of the space age, forever changing how humanity viewed its place in the universe and igniting a fierce competition between nations. Just a month later, the Soviets took another bold step by sending Laika, a stray dog from Moscow, into space aboard Sputnik 2, making her the first living creature to orbit our planet and paving the way for future human spaceflight. The United States responded in 1958 with the launch of Explorer 1, marking their entry into the space race. This was America's very first satellite, and its successful launch was a major milestone for the country, igniting excitement and hope across the nation. Scientists and engineers at NASA celebrated, but the competition with the Soviet Union was far from over. Despite America's achievement, the Soviets remained one step ahead, pushing the boundaries of space exploration even further and keeping the world on edge. In 1961, history was made when Yuri Gagarin, a young Soviet pilot, became the first human to travel into space. The world watched in awe as he orbited Earth in his spacecraft Vostok 1, proving that human spaceflight was possible and inspiring generations to dream bigger. America followed shortly after with Alan Shepard, who became the first American in space. Although his flight was a quick up-and-down journey, rather than a full orbit like Gagarin's, it was still a proud and historic moment for the United States. Then came the first woman in space, Valentina Tereshkova, also Soviet, in 1963. And in 1965, Soviet cosmonaut Alexei Leonov performed the world's first spacewalk, floating freely outside his spacecraft. But the United States had a bold goal, to land a man on the moon. After years of progress, that dream became reality in 1969, when Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin stepped onto the lunar surface during Apollo 11. A giant leap for mankind. So who really won the space race? The answer isn't as simple as it might seem. The Soviets achieved many groundbreaking firsts, launching the first artificial satellite, sending the first human, the first woman, and the first person to walk in space, all before the United States. But the United States made the ultimate leap forward in human exploration, becoming the first and so far only nation to land astronauts on the moon, a feat that captured the world's imagination and defined a generation. Together, these early missions laid the foundation for modern space exploration. What began as a race has now become a global journey, to the moon, Mars, and beyond.